Well, hey guys, welcome to Not Your Normal Wednesday Night.
And it just got not
Even
as normal or worse.
Not worse.
Not worse.
It's more like not your normal, still very different. This is going to be really hard Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. So here's the deal.
Yeah.
Matt and I, we both have very old iPhones.
We do.
I got a cool little setup on a tripod that is recording this right now, hopefully, and got it all set up. And it recorded 3 seconds.
Three
seconds.
Whole seconds.
Yep. They're all there.
They're all there.
Of a 20-minute show.
Of a 20-minute show.
So we are going to grace you guys with just a audio podcast.
Yeah. We're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully you offer us grace in return.
Yes, we'd appreciate that.
We're trying.
We're doing our best. So there will be a short snippet of video in there as Dane shares his just unending wisdom. But bear with us. We're learning this thing.
We're doing our best.
We are. Cool.
Close to our best.
I hope you enjoy this week's version of Not Your Normal Wednesday Night. We'll see you guys hopefully soon.
See you guys.
Hey guys, what is up? It is not your normal Wednesday night.
Definitely not your normal Wednesday night.
And
I feel like it's getting less normal.
Less normal. It's progressively getting less normal.
There's like a word for that, isn't there? Like something that isn't normal.
It's not normal.
Not normal.
I think that.
Oh yeah.
Is that
not your normal?
Is that where you're going?
I think that's where I was going.
Well, we are going to try to make it feel as normal as possible.
Just
feel.
Feelings.
Hopefully you can feel like you're with a big group of people.
Huge.
Even though you're probably sitting at home in your room.
Or in your room.
Or on the couch. Either one.
I'm a couch guy.
I am too. I like the recliner. Ooh. Lazy boy. It's good stuff. Actually, fun fact, I bought my wife a recliner when she was pregnant with one of our kids because she was having back trouble.
Good call.
Guess who uses the recliner all the time?
Not your wife.
Not my wife. It's pretty much my recliner now. I'm really glad I invested in that.
Subtle way of just being like, you know what, honey? You need this.
I was like, I think you deserve a break. And then
you're a good husband.
Thank you. I think you're a pretty good husband.
I try.
I can tell.
Do you hear that? Hear that back there?
You shaved your mustache.
I did. For my wife.
Dude, you are top notch.
I am.
Top notch.
And humble.
And you are. You're very humble. So, how about we talk about what a normal Wednesday night is like normally?
Normally. Not your normal Wednesday night, but a normal Wednesday night.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, what are you missing the most about a normal Wednesday night here at County Line Student Ministries?
JB, I got to tell you, I just love the energy of everybody in the room. Like, even the kids that don't want to play the game, but at least they're in the room with us.
It's true.
But then you play that game. You play a game where 100 people are playing it all at once.
Even that high school girl that's sitting over in the corner, and you pull her in, and
she's like gives you the death glare, like,
and then she's like, "This is the best thing ever."
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that game for me has to be head knee cup.
Head knee cup. Okay.
Head knee cup. You play with a red solo cup. It's 1v1.
And you're like
head knee cup grip, and I mean, it's crazy how intense that it gets.
I love that game too. And when I'm leading it, I just start throwing out random like ears,
booty.
Ooh,
throw booty in there every now.
Sometimes I do toes.
Yes.
Top of the head.
Got to do it.
Mix it up.
It's exciting. It
is.
And if you get somebody that does it real fast, and they're like, and then cup, and it's like all these kids start yelling. It's exciting.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I do miss about a normal Wednesday night.
Yeah. See, I'm just going with my go-to favorite game ever. It's a really simple game. You don't need anything. You don't even need cups. It is called finger fencing. Have you played that game before? So finger fencing is where you stand like this. You may call it lightsaber.
Okay.
All right, but you can't move. Oh, I'm not talking to the mic. That might be bad.
It's okay.
You can't move your feet.
Oh.
And you got to touch the other person with your finger. And then whoever wins finds somebody else.
No offense.
Oh gosh, dang.
Sorry. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We're
keeping the distance. We've sanitized. I've washed my hands several times already.
It's just such a hard habit to break.
I know.
Our last normal youth group, Wednesday night, we had a big party.
Huge.
And I just kept going around shaking people's hands.
I know.
And I couldn't break it.
I have to say, maybe my all-time favorite thing. I mean, Jesus, of course, with youth group.
Naturally.
But top two, the high five.
Yep.
Like kids walking in and they're like, they have maybe a bad day. Just go, what's up, buddy?
I think a high five always makes your day better.
You have to lift your head to give a high five. I think there's some theology there. I think it could preach.
That's a very tweetable quote. You have to lift your head to give a high five. Always raises your spirits.
Do we have to talk about anything else?
Oh, I think we're done. All right, cool.
Okay.
Oh, we're just kidding. We've got a lot more. A lot more.
Including a top five.
Including a top five and a little foreshadowing. We're missing somebody. We're going to maybe bring them in for a discussion.
I mean, no offense, but I hate that there's nothing between us. I want there to be something between us.
The CDC tells us that that's really good, though, right now.
Yeah, I know. But I want that to be Dane.
I miss Dane.
Too. He's with us in spirit.
Yes. He is actually quarantined at his home.
Yeah.
Just as a precaution, not because he has coronavirus.
Like an Angela precaution.
Well.
We can say that, though.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Yeah. But he's being safe. He's staying very, very much socially distanced.
Thank you, Dane.
Thanks, Dane, for protecting us.
Keeping us
all right, top five discussion. Top five discussion. Whoa, I got a graphic here for it.
And it's beautiful.
And it's wonderful.
Look at that. How swirly. It kind of looks like a pool, doesn't it? Can you see a pool?
I'm so ready for summer.
I know. Warm weather, no coronavirus.
No coronavirus.
It's going to be nice.
Baseball?
Yes.
I got my team roster for my son's baseball team. I'm hoping the season is going to actually happen. Yeah. But I'm really excited.
It's going to be good.
We're the Rockies.
The Rockies?
The Rockies. So it's not a team that I hate, like the Cardinals. No offense.
No, you're good.
And I mean, it'll be fun.
They're purple at least.
They're purple. That's kind of a fun color.
Nobody else is purple.
I know. And it kind of goes with our logo, kind of our branding. Cool. All right. Top five. What are we talking about?
Top five. Because here's what I want to have kind of a discussion over is, through all of this corona junk and all that and quarantine and restaurants are closed and this and that, but you can still go get food.
You can.
You can still go get food. You can still go through the drive-thru.
Love me some drive-thru.
So I want to know, what are some of your favorite, and we say top five. We're just going to be listing five of them. I don't know. We could list more.
Well,
we can do whatever we want.
More. Yeah.
Let's be real.
We got plenty of time.
It's not your normal Wednesday night.
It's not.
But I want to know, what's some of your all-time favorite drive-thru restaurants? I'll start.
Okay, go ahead.
I get some flack on this.
Okay.
I'm a Taco Bell guy.
Air fist bump. Yep. Okay.
I'm a Taco Bell guy. And here's the reason. I don't order off of the value menu because it's not a value.
Not anymore.
It's not.
No.
I mean, $8 for a quesadilla and taco? No.
It's not.
The dollar menu at Taco Bell is legit. And I don't throw that around very often.
I mean, I go with the cheesy bean and rice burrito from the dollar menu. It's a good, hearty, it sits well.
You notice I'm not saying words because you said something that it speaks to my heart.
Cheesy
bean and rice burrito.
That's good stuff. I think probably my number 4 or 5 was going to be Taco Bell. So that's definitely up there on my list.
Oh yeah.
Another one. I'm a follower of Jesus, so I feel like it has to be up here. You know where I'm going with this. You guys know. Chick-fil-A. Love me some spicy chicken sandwich.
Now you're just coming from Georgia.
Yeah.
Is there a special is Chick-fil-A even bigger in Georgia?
There's more of them. They're everywhere.
Which is a miracle in and of itself.
I think there was more Chick-fil-A's than Starbucks near us. It was wild. But yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, everybody is Chick-fil-A down there.
That's amazing.
So, is your wife FaceTiming you?
She is actually wanting to FaceTime.
Can we bring her in?
We absolutely can. Hey.
This isn't working.
It's not working? Well, we're actually filming a video for YouTube right now, and you're on FaceTime. And I don't know, you guys can't see it, but that's my daughter rolling around.
Oh, she's so cute.
She's so cute. Look at that, JB.
So cute.
That's so adorable.
Welcome to the Not Your Normal Wednesday night, girls.
Hey,
Hey.
Evelyn, say hey.
Hi.
Huh?
Well, that's fun.
She's just gonna roll under the couch.
She's just gonna roll on under the couch.
She does that. Well, hey, thanks for joining us.
Anytime.
Hey, what would be your top favorite drive-through restaurant? We've already said Taco Bell and Chick-fil-A. What would you say?
Ooh. I'm a garbage person, so I'm gonna say McDonald's.
You can't go wrong with Mickey D's.
Yep.
The Coke is the best. Big Mac's always solid.
Man,
Chicken nugs.
she's got a good palate.
It makes me love her more. Like,
Way to
it
go.
makes me love her more.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
Hi.
Thank you for your opinions. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Becca.
I always have opinions.
You do. See ya.
Hi.
I have to say, she's not wrong.
She's not.
She's really not. You have the dollar menu, you have the Big Mac, you have chicken nugs, and she said something very important. The Coca-Cola, and all the sodas, but specifically Coca-Cola at Mickey D's is different than anywhere else that you can get it.
It is. I'm a Diet Coke guy,
Still.
but it is. There's no other Diet Coke that's as good as McDonald's.
I used to serve with somebody that was a manager at McDonald's, and they said because they get extra syrup from Coca-Cola, and they refrigerate the syrup. It's a difference maker.
It is, and I don't feel like it's too syrupy though.
It's not.
It's got a lot of
different.
good fizz. Man, this is a good discussion.
This is a very good discussion. Back to you.
I would say McDonald's is my number one.
What?
It's got to be.
Okay.
I mean, for me, thinking drive-through.
Yes.
Like if I'm gonna go somewhere, it's probably gonna be McDonald's.
It's hard to, even though people trash McDonald's all the time, really, it's hard to like screw up McDonald's.
That's true.
Like it really is really
Customer
hard.
service is usually not the best. My favorite McDonald's actually has some pretty solid customer service.
Yeah.
But the food sometimes, like the sandwiches, are never straight, but it's still good.
Tastes good.
It's still good.
Still tastes good.
I learned a trick from one of my uncles. He said if you order fries with no salt, you'll get fresh fries every time, and you just put your own salt on them. The more you know. What about Wendy's? Is Wendy's on your list?
I feel like Wendy's is an honorable mention,
Okay.
and it's because of the 5 for $5.
That's good.
The 5 for $5, and a second honorable mention for the Baconator. Like if I'm like in a really like I need bacon and I need a big cheeseburger, I'll go get a Baconator.
Okay.
But the 5 for $5 or it used to be the 4 for $4.
They still have the 4 for $4. That's
Right.
what we do. We do like 3 of those for our family and just split it.
And so I really like the still like kind of the combo, but it's a good cheap meal. It's an honorable mention.
Good.
I have to say though, if you're from the South, Raising Cane's for chicken.
I've heard of that. I've never been there.
Good stuff. They serve only chicken fingers and fries, maybe like a chicken finger sandwich.
Okay.
But amazing chicken fingers. Okay. But my all-time favorite fast food drive-through is another Southern delicacy called Cookout.
Okay.
So if you're, after the Corona, after everything, and you're traveling south, going through the mountains, going through Georgia, you should be able to locate a Cookout.
Cookout burger.
The Cookout burger. And here's the thing. They have this thing called the tray.
Okay.
It's $6.
Okay.
You get a sandwich, so that could be like a burger or a chicken sandwich. You get one side, so that could be fries or hush puppies. They have like stuff like
puppies?
that. Yeah. Then you get a third side. And this is all fast food. A third side. And this could be like a chicken roll-up. It could be a BLT. It could be all kinds of different corn dog. You can have a corn dog as a side.
Is there a Cookout burger in Orlando near IYC?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I'd be willing to find it.
Okay. All right.
I'd be willing to find it.
Here's my last one that I'm going to throw on there.
Go for it.
Sonic. Love me some cherry limeade. Cherry limeade, footlong chili cheese coney.
Tater tots?
It's good stuff. Cheese tater tots. Yeah. Yep.
I have to say, I'm not like the biggest fan of Sonic food, but someplace that is dedicated to drinks is pretty amazing.
And happy hour.
Yes.
We lived about 5 minutes from a Sonic when we lived in Georgia. I had a lot of limeades while we lived down there.
It kind of makes me sad that we don't have a Sonic nearby. There used to be one
Fun
in Auburn.
fact,
but
when I moved here to Fort Wayne originally in 2012, Sonic left across from our neighborhood like a month before. It was very sad.
That is a sad day. Well, hey, I think you guys should comment below.
Yes.
Comment and let us know what's your all-time favorite drive-thru, and bonus points if you tell us like your favorite item from that drive-thru.
I think we need the why.
So, we need the why.
Yeah. What makes it your favorite?
Defend your opinion.
Yep.
Okay?
And yes.
If only Dane was here to tell us
that's true.
Tell us his opinions on stuff.
Maybe we can get him to share on the comment section below.
Definitely.
But we are going to jump in. I know a lot of you are kind of stuck in your houses, maybe with your family. Maybe you've just got your bedroom door shut and you don't want to see any of them. And you're probably pretty bored.
Yeah.
I know I get bored sometimes when I'm just sitting at home. But Dane I talked to him earlier, and I don't think he had left his room yet today.
Basement. He's in the basement.
Is he in the basement?
I think so.
Okay. Well, he hadn't really moved. I think he was in his jammies. But he has some good thoughts about boredom.
He does.
And being lonely.
Being lonely is
I don't know.
never fun.
It's one of those two.
It's one of those two. I think he's all going to pull it together, though.
He probably will.
Yeah. He's a smart guy.
If only he was right here and could share it with us in person. Dane. But we're going to kick it to Dane, and we're going to let him share with us some words of wisdom. Take it away, Dane.
Hey, thanks, guys. Hey, welcome, CLS family, to my makeshift home studio. Glad that you could join us again tonight. One of the key words that I think I've heard as we have had to deal with this quarantine time is the word boredom. I don't know about you, but I've heard my own teenagers say that word over and over again, and maybe you have felt the same way that, man, this time we're into like week 2 and we are like totally bored. And maybe you can identify one of these faces. I mean, these people look totally bored. And maybe right now, here's what I want you to do. If you're with somebody, I want you to turn to them and just show a bored face. Go right ahead. What does a bored face look like? Okay, whatever it may be, that we are bored. And you know, the Bible actually talks about a story. There's a story in the Bible with Jesus that's about being bored. And I'm going to take you back to when Jesus was towards the end of his time here on earth, and he was gathering his disciples for the last time. And then he took 3 of them, and he walked off into the Garden of Gethsemane. Let's catch up here. What it says is, then Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane. And he said to them, sit here while I go over there and pray. So Jesus is going to tell these 3 guys to sit here, and he's going to go over and pray. So he took Peter and his the 2 sons of Zebedee, which are James and John, along with him, and he began to be sorrowful and troubled. Then he said to them, my soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me. I want you to just think for a moment that Jesus is at this time in his life where he's actually expressing deep sorrow and deep troubleness in his heart for what he's going to have to endure in the next 24 to 48 hours with all the suffering and then eventually the death on the cross. And he has these 3 close friends that he's gathered together, and he says, okay, here's what I want you to guys sit here and pray. That's all he asked them to do, all right? So just see what happens next. Going a little farther, Jesus fell with his face to the ground and prayed, my Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you. He's pouring his heart out to God. Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. They got so bored that they ended up just falling asleep. And Jesus said, couldn't you men keep watch with me for 1 hour? He asked Peter, watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So he kind of got on him a little bit. Guys, I know you're bored and you fell asleep, but guys, I need you right now. I need you to stop. I need you to pray for me. And in fact, Jesus leaves, and this happens 2 other times. So a total of 3 times. Jesus goes back, he prays, and then he comes back to the disciples, and they have fallen asleep again. And then he says something, he reprimands it again, he channels it, hey guys, you got to stay awake, you got to pray for me, and it happens again. So then at the very end, Jesus says this, after the 3rd time, then he returned to the disciples and said to them, are you still sleeping and resting? Look, the hour has come, and the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners. Jesus is now walking down this journey of deep suffering and pain, and all he wanted from 3 of his closest friends was to sit here and just pray for me. And they got bored. They got bored with just seeing it because it was an all-night thing, and they were probably tired, and they just fell asleep. And guys, we are battling in this time right now something that we never had to face as a country or as a church and as a youth group. And a lot of us are feeling distressed. A lot of us may be feeling fear. We're feeling boredom. We're feeling separated from our friends. We're feeling a lot of loss from things that we're missing out on school and sports. And this is a tough time. And I think Jesus is saying to us right now, guys, I know you're bored, but man, we need to be there for each other. There's a verse that, to wrap this up, this is in Ephesians 5:15-16. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil or the days are filled with COVID-19. Making the most of every opportunity. We know that this has brought great change to us, but this is an opportunity for us to say, okay, what can I do now to make the most of it? What are some things that I can make the most of this opportunity? And so this is the tagline for tonight, is just this: make the most of every opportunity, even in the midst of severe boredom, that God can still use us to encourage other people, to pray for people. And I really encourage us to be thinking about this next week, about making the most of every opportunity. All right, guys, back to you.
Wow.
That was
So good.
so good.
So good. Man, Dane is a wise man.
He is. That's why he has the gray in his
He
beard.
has the gray in the beard.
Yep.
It's amazing. Love
Yep.
me some Dane. Love me some Dane.
Good dude.
But, we're wrapping up our time on the Not Your Normal Wednesday night. And we want to issue a challenge to you guys, okay? And this is beyond, just comment below. This is what we really want you guys to think about.
Yeah.
Is we want you to think about how can you continue to serve even while you're in quarantine. And we've actually started to see that already with some of our students.
Yeah.
We've seen students that are sending cards,
Yep.
that are writing letters, and even staying in contact with people in different forms of communication, so they can stay encouraged.
Yeah.
And that's a huge way. That's a huge way that you can right away get involved in serving.
Yeah.
Is just communicating with somebody in a letter or a card.
Yeah, we'll post some resources to places that you can send cards of encouragement, whether it's nursing homes or fire stations or hospitals, whatever that might be. And then even just think about how can you use your social media to encourage people and to be a light right now, because people are really bored and probably just kind of down.
Well, and what's amazing is even though we're in this quarantine time, and even though it feels like everybody's separated and you can't go see one another, the great thing is technology is at our disposal. Mm-hmm. And so I think God can use our technology to help us encourage, to help us lift up one another, especially whenever we're going through such a crazy time as this. Yeah. And so don't be afraid to use that technology in a great way, and reach out to somebody and encourage them today. And even like you said, write those cards, send some cards to first responders, to nurses, and even to those that are in nursing homes is a great way to serve.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, speaking of using technology wisely, we got a challenge.
We did.
Well, we had one last week.
We did.
To do a daily Devo on the YouVersion Bible app. And we've got another one this week. Matt, you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, so we talked last week about anxiety, and how just with everything going on, we can get really anxious. And I love that last week the image was of a bear with a flamethrower, something that can seem so insurmountable. But whenever we really focus in on God, whenever we really just hand things over to God, how He controls those situations. And so this week we're starting with something called How to Be Happy. And so we are going to be examining our emotions. And I can bet that our students, you guys are probably going through a ton of different emotions.
Yes.
Some of you might be absolutely thrilled that you're off school for several weeks.
I know my kids still are very, very excited about it.
You might be on the opposite end, and you might be super angry. I'm kind of even pointing out you seniors.
Yep.
Is that, man, this is kind of a crappy time.
Yep. It's hard.
It's hard whenever things are kind of out of your control. And so how do we process those emotions? And so sometimes it's hard to be happy. And so over this next week, I think it's another 6-day challenge or a 6-day devotional, is that we're just going to examine how do we kind of navigate through our emotions whenever a lot of things do seem uncertain.
Yeah, and you can get your friends together on this and kind of read
Yep.
it together and chat back and forth on the app and kind of discuss what we're talking about there. So we'd love to have you join us in that. Again, we'll be posting some more resources that go along with this. And also another cool thing, we're going to have small groups, hot groups, right after this video premieres at 7:30 on Wednesday night. So make sure you get a hold of your leader and figure out where your group is meeting.
Yeah.
That could be a Zoom chat room. It could be
Google Hangout
or FaceTime, whatever, just not in person.
Yes.
We're highly recommending, because the government and every health organization says don't meet together. Just get together virtually, even if it's a text thread,
Yeah.
just check in on each other, see how everybody's doing.
Use the technology to your disposal in a great way.
Yep. Cool. Well, this has been really fun.
It has been fun.
It's not normal,
Not normal.
but it was a Wednesday night.
It is a Wednesday night.
Cool. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
See you guys.
See you next week. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed Not Your Normal Wednesday Night. Just wanted to let you know that we want everybody to be able to watch this video, because why not? You got nothing else to do. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it, post in the comments, tag friends in the comments. Do what you got to do to get your friends to see this. We'll see you guys next time.